Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? Hope you're off to a great start today. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2020. You ever tried something and made a mistake and then tried it again and made a mistake? Well, I'm at home right now and I'm a hot mess, boys and girls, a hot mess. I've tried this now. This is my third time. I keep making mistakes. And you know what? I guess that's what we always talk about, don't we, as Colt Cubs? We try things, we make a mistake, we try it again. So, my poor wife, she's down the hallway. She's hearing me do this for the third time because you make mistakes. Sometimes you got to start over. So, you know what? That kind of goes to humility. That's our life skill this week. Humility means to not take yourself too seriously. And you know what? You just can't. You're going to make mistakes. And people who can't say they made a mistake, people get tired of hearing about that. We all make mistakes. Holy cow, I make mistakes all the time. So just know this is my third try, and I've made mistakes three times already. Um, and we're still going, aren't we? So you know what? It's okay. Try, fail, try again. That's what we do. So humility is our life skill. It means don't be too afraid to say you made a mistake, or you're sorry, or you're not perfect, because we're not perfect. Holy cow, are we not perfect? Boys and girls, it's a beautiful day outside. I love to see the sky. I call this sky a high blue Nimmer sky because my good friend Kathy Nimmer, Kathy's blind. She went blind when she was a young girl, and she says she remembers the brightest blue out there. And so when I see a sky like this, I think this is a Nimmer blue sky. So Kathy Nimmer, if you're listening, it's a Nimmer blue sky out there. It's beautiful. It's a nice day to get outside and practice social distancing, but get some crisp air in your lungs and to do the right thing and treat people right. We do have a couple of birthdays today. We have Patience DeWitt in Mrs. Sheets' class, and that's not today, it's tomorrow, so on the 11th. And on the 12th, which is Sunday, Nicole Hines, happy birthday to Patience and Nicole. We're so glad you were born. If we were at school, you'd come down and get a gumball. We could do that later. How about that? When we see each other again, you come get your gumball. Is that fair enough? All right, boys and girls, let's think about things. I did post the Maxwell Q. Dutton joke of the day already, so I hope that you enjoyed that. Max, thanks for doing that. And Max's mom, thanks for doing that as well. You know what? It's just nice to get a little humor every once in a while, so we appreciate that. And moms and dads out there, if you're listening, I don't know if you've looked at the emails and see the social media posts, but we have a really cool thing coming starting on Monday. On Monday and every Monday through May 11th, we're going to have lunch pickup at Wainwright. You're going to enter from 700 East, drive towards the back of the building, and stop at door 2. And you will be given a bag for every child in your household if you'd like one. And in that bag, there'll be 5 lunches. And we're going to be grateful and gracious because, this is a food that's coming at a time when many of us need some extra help with bills and food. And then you exit out onto 775, and you can go your merry way. So I look forward. I will be there. I'll have my mask on, and then we'll be passing out um, lunches, and we will be hoping families can take advantage of this. This is a free offering to any TSC student. So that means if you go to Dayton or Cole or Wainwright or McCutcheon or Woodland or Weal or Mittani or Southwestern, or Weir Ridge Middle School, or Weir Ridge Elementary, or Wyandotte, or Battleground, Klondike, you're eligible to go. They're going to ask you for your name and ask you for your school just so they can kind of see where people are coming. But you know what? Mrs. Thompson and Mrs. Waldridge in the Cole cafeteria have been working really hard to make that happen. We appreciate that as well. So, thank you for them for making that happen. Let's see what else we got going on today. Here's my prop for the day. So I have a baseball here. See it? Let me see it. It says Major League Performance Specification. Boys and girls, you know that before I was a principal, I was also a teacher. Can you believe that? And before I was a teacher, actually while I was a teacher, I coached baseball. I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport ever. And this is a really tough time of year for me because there's no baseball right now. And I know some of you want to play summer rec softball, summer rec baseball, and travel softball, and there's no travel right now because we're doing our part, like the governor asked us to do social distancing. But you know what? This baseball came from a person I used to coach. His name is Neil Musser, Nealmusser, and he lived in Otterman, Indiana. and I coached him when he was from like third grade all the way through eighth grade, and he became a major league baseball player. Can you believe that? I mean, that's awesome. So I know that some of you know Clayton Richard. He went to McCutcheon High School, and Josh Lindblom, he went to Harrison, and they're in the major leagues right now. And so that's fantastic. But this ball was given to me by Neil Musser because this was God, this was probably 15 years ago, and he made it. He played for the Kansas City Royals. He was a pitcher, left-handed pitcher, and he gave me this baseball. And I just keep it because it's a nice memento. Guys, you don't need a lot of things in your life to hold on to think you've got some worth. Because this baseball, it just means a lot to me. It doesn't mean anything to anybody else who'd see it. That's just a baseball. But to me, that baseball means someone that I used to know did something really well. And so my hope for you is that when you grow up, you will have something that maybe I can hold on to and say, hey, that's when Braden LaFawn was a student at Cole Elementary. He did this, or that's when Rebecca Bias did this, or that's when Parker Fry did this. And I would love that. So I like little collections of things. I think it makes it fun. All right, let's talk about some breathing today. We're going to do our hand breathing again today. So we're going to breathe in through our nose to count of 4, and out through our mouth to count of 5. Are you ready? Feel better? I hope so. I tell you what, that was hard breathing through my nose, let me tell you, because I am a hot mess, boys and girls. All right. Couple things before we stop. Remember, washing your hands, not just the front, your palms, washing the backs, your thumbs. Don't forget your thumbs. Don't forget in between your fingers. Dr. Fauci says wash your hands at least 10 times a day. Now, that's a lot, all right? So try to make it a goal today to wash your hands 3 more times than you usually do. All right. Wash them good. Remember, 20 seconds under warm water with soap. All right. And finally, boys and girls, today is the last day of the Bogey Bed Making Challenge. I hope you made your bed because you know what? It doesn't take very long to do it. It sure helps. All right. Mr. Piddle loves you. Give me a big hug because he can't do it right now and he misses it. Remember, boys and girls, never let anyone ever steal your joy. Look at your teacher, give him or her a thumbs up. That when you see them today, and smile because smiling is cheap and easy. Remember, Mr. Piddle loves you, and so does all your Cole staff members. Let's have a fantastic day today and a great weekend.